Good evening, Internet. Shroom here. Welcome to my pet deck series where I play my favorite cards and decks in Magic the Gathering. My pettiest pet deck is, of course, my standard Banditry Control Esper deck that I'm out for a little redemption tonight because last week that I played this deck, I went like 0-5 basically. So I want to see if I can get some wins. I've done some tweaking and I think the deck is better than it was last week. Let's take a look. So the basic plan is to save interact, make our opponent discard cards from their hand, duress, binding, negotiation, bandit's talent, where the deck gets its need from. Liliana of the Veil, hostile investigator is back, Aclazotz, counter our opponent's stuff on the stack, 3 steps ahead. So gone are the Spellgyres finally. I believe that I've concluded once and for all that 3 steps ahead is just a much better spell than Spellgyre. So that's why I'm running 4 of this instead of like the 2-2 3-1 split that I was running last time. We got some spell pierces for early game beanstalk interaction. We've got yeah, that's what we got in the main in the way of counter spells. 3 steps ahead, spell pierce, and then we're going to kill our opponent's stuff on the battlefield with our cut down with our Shieldred's Edict. Anoint with Affliction, Get Lost, Exercise, Liliana. Seeker's Folly is sort of a combination discard piece and sweeper. I think Mind Rot is actually a good card in standard right now. It's a metagame call because there are so many decks that like draw so many cards that especially for a Bandit's Talent deck, you sometimes want to be able to just yank multiple cards out of their hand, and it doubles as a sweeper for 1 toughness creatures, which is there's actually quite a few token decks out there taking advantage of Caretaker's Talent and you know, Enduring Innocence. So this is actually just a good card in standard right now. And we've got a total of like 3 actual sweepers now, 2 Day Judgment, 1 Sunfall. We additionally have the Scavenger Regent, which for its Omen side can be a sweeper. And we've got a Right's End. We used to run 2 Anoint with Affliction. I'm now running 1 Right's End and 1 Anoint with Affliction. Basically the same cost. 1 is white, 1 is black. But Right's End can actually target any creature, and it can target vehicles too, even if they're not crewed. And then we've got the card draw, perhaps most importantly, the biggest change. We've got like a good curve of card draw to make sure that we find the pieces we need when we need them, because it doesn't help you to draw, you know, your duress on turn 8 when your opponent's got a board full of creatures. That's when you're looking for your sweeper. But if you don't have card draw, you draw stuff in the wrong order and you end up losing. So we're now running 2 opt. We're curving that to deduce, and then we've got 2 stock up as well as our 3 steps ahead, which can be used for card draw, and we're finally topping the curve off with 1 Meringue River Regent. So yeah, we've got a lot of card draw that we can play all along the curve with whatever mana we have available that will help us find the pieces that we need. And in testing, this has really helped out a lot. I think this is really going to be a big impetus for a better performance tonight. Yeah, so that's basically the plan. Interact, make our opponent discard cards with their hand, counter the stuff on the stack, kill the stuff that gets to the battlefield. We did cut the one of Liliana Dreadhorde General, so we're lacking like the hugest bombs. We do have a Shieldred, we've got Aclazotz, we've got Hostile Investigator, we've got 2 dragons for the new set as win cons, as well as, you know, Bandit's Talent can be a win con, and our mana base, which is 25 lands, which is correct for the mana value of almost exactly 2.5. It really is correct. You might think that this deck needs 26. It doesn't. It's at the value where it should have 25, plus with all the card draw, 25 really is enough mana. We're running 1 of each of the Restless lands. Restless Reef, Restless Fortress, Restless Anchorage. Sideboard contains 3 Authority of the Console. This is our thing that we board in against aggro, as opposed to, you know, a lot of people run Temporary Lockdown. You really can't run the 2 cards together. I kind of just prefer Authority of the Consoles against the haste creatures decks. Anoint Affliction number 2 also for aggro. Cease and Desist is good against domain and graveyard decks because we can cease to exile 2 cards from a graveyard, gain 2 life and draw a card. Elish Norn is here for the Pixie matchups and against like you know, Monument type, not Monument, Simulacrum Synthesizer decks. Just completely shuts those decks down. It is very good against Pixie, so that's why I'm trying this out as a sideboard piece. Exercise number 2 in the sideboard against artifacts and enchantments. A couple of Rest in Pieces along with our Ceases are good against graveyards. Chishanas is also good against planeswalkers. It's good against the aforementioned Simulacrum Synthesizer deck. It's good against Monument of Endurance decks. Liliana number 2 can be brought in against control decks where it just eats up their hand. Seeker's Falling number 2 against token decks and against decks that, again, want to draw a lot of cards, you know, like if their opponent gets down Beanstalk early or like Caretaker's Talent early, it's nice to be able to get rid of all those additional cards they draw, because we really want our opponent to have as few cards as possible. Shieldred for the matchups where opponents want to draw lots of cards, so we can have 2 copies of Shieldred to punish them, and we got Sunfall number 2 for matchups where we need more sweepers, particularly exile-based sweepers. So that is this iteration of standard Banditry Control. I think that it's pretty good. I've been winning games in testing. I did last time though, and I went 0-5. But I think the addition of this, like the extra card draw, is going to really make our deck function a lot smoother. And we just have to be disciplined and not board out all of our card draw when we bring in new answers from the sideboard. Anyway, let's see if we can improve on our 0-5 record from last week. Shouldn't be too hard, right? If you want to support me and you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Be against Ace Martinez first. There was the name of that demon, Xavier. I forget the like Grixis faction leader from New Capenna. Lord Xander, that's what it was. Opponent kept 7. We're on the draw with a Surveil. We've got double opt if we can find a blue source, but I think it's a little too risky, so I think we mulligan, unfortunately. Alright, this hand's better. We'll bottom Demolition Field. Alright, Darkslick Shores, go. So Jeskai could be Jeskai Control. That's a popular deck these days. Let's see what they surveil here. Nothing. Oh, they left it on top. Okay, I'm guessing they're Control. Alright, Spell Pierce we have. It makes me not want to play out my Slasher yet until I can protect it with Spell Pierce. So I think I'll just make my land drop. Pass. I suppose I should have played my Underground River to bluff possible 3 steps ahead. That Jeskai deck also plays 4 stock ups, like all the control decks do these days. Okay. Draw go, it is. Let's crack our clue. Opt. Let's opt. Do we want another land? I kind of want something a little more exciting than just a land. Liliana's good. Bandit's Talent. Okay. Let's play Slashy. Unstoppable Slasher is just a very good standalone threat. Dispelling Exile. Exhale. Okay. I can't Spell Pierce that because they have enough mana to pay, so fine. That is not something they can flash back with a dragon, unfortunately. Stock up. Okay, let's stock up. Kind of feeling binding negotiation here. And What else? Probably this counter spell. Let's Binding Negotiation. Meringue River Regent. Torch the tower, Beza. So there's just a handful of removal and Beza. So I guess that means we take Beza. Can this target planeswalkers? Creature or planeswalker. Okay, we draw Sunfall. That's not going to be very helpful. Let's just play Bandit's Talent. They discard a Torch. Alright, we're just gonna play our... yeah, we'll just pass. Gonna play our Meringue River Regents. Lightning Helix my face, okay. Double Lightning Helix in the face, sure. Get those cards out of your hand. Alright, let's do our own Regents. And I don't think we'll be needing Sunfall. I don't think we need Sunfall. Okay, I think we want to Lily. Well, plus.
When I win, you're telling me what
Discard
you know.
Day of Judgment.
I'm tired of your secrets.
So they can double spell to kill Lily. Lightning Helix.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
A Braid cannot target Lily. Okay. So we're in excellent shape here. Because we can stock up. Let's get an island and a scavenger regent. Build duress. Take your Day of Judgment, I guess. Plus Lily. Discard Spell Pierce.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Level up Bandit's Talent, so they're gonna start getting racked now. I've got double counter spells. I think we're in pretty good shape. Opponent agrees. They've got to be the Dragons deck, right? So I think we want Shieldred, Lily. I think we want Rest in Peace to exile their graveyard for the flashback dragon. I forget its name. Cut down is not good. Anoint with Affliction is not good. Probably cut one Day of Judgment. Let's bring in Tishana's. What does that counter, though? Beza plus the dragon. Plus the other dragon. Yeah, I think Tishana's is good. I'm going to board out Sunfall. So we've only got one Day of Judgment plus our dragon as sweepers now. Let's cut Exercise. Try it like this. It's possible we boarded out too much removal. We got the lilies, we got the discard. Edict, Aclazotz, not much else. It's not great, but we'll keep. Okay, we don't need more lands, deck. Thank you very much. Rest in peace. Yeah, let's go for rest in peace. That way they can't, like, flashback spells from their graveyard when they cast their dragon. Alright, play our Courtyard. Alright, let's opt. Slashy. I'll take a Slashy. 3 steps ahead. Okay. That's a good one. Meringue. I think I'm going to counter that, actually. Would love to get, like, a Duress or a Binding Negotiation. Beza? Sure. We get to draw a card. I'll play Slashy. Helix. Oh, it gets exiled. I should board out Unstoppable Slasher when I board in my Rest in Pieces. I always forget to do that. Let's pass. I don't know. Are we gonna get a better target? I don't think so. You go ahead and sack Beza. If they want to counter this, that's fine. Aclazotz also gets exiled. Okay, they do have this Jeskai Dragon. Spell Pierce. Alright, we can Spell Pierce the Dispelling Exhale. Their dragon is a 4/5. So I would love to draw something. Chandra.
Time to light up the darkness.
Aclazotz also gets exiled,
Let's go out with a bang!
which is very bad. Boy. No love whatsoever.
Never a bad time to improvise.
Alright, let's counter draw. Draw 2 lands. Okay. Not exactly what we're after. Tishana's. Could be good. Except they have the Get Lost. Counter Chandra's thing. They just have that forever. Exile until the end of your next turn. Okay.
Come on, Chandra. Think on your feet.
Alright, well, that's not gonna win any games. Pretty anemic draw there. So what do we want? Do we want to keep in Rest in Peace? Is a question. I think we do. Seeker's Folly. So we can board out Aklazot's. We'll board out Slashy. Maybe we'll bring in Elish Norn. I think we want our exercises to... We'll cut Bandit's talents. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Day of Judgment is the play here. We're really just more after spot removal, disruption encounters. Okay, I really like Duress against them, so we'll keep. Plus we have colors. This doesn't work as well against dragons. Doesn't work at all against dragons, in fact. I mean, it works as a 4/4 flyer ward, discard a card. Okay, let's Duress. Temporary lockdown, negate, stock up. I think I'll take stock up. Spell Pierce is a nice one. Liliana. Alright, I think we want to play Liliana. Spell Pierce the negate. Start plussing.
Those who get in my way tend to regret.
We'll discard our little dragon because it can't attack through their 4/5 anyway. Alright, let's plus. For this card land.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Pass. Rediscover the way. Sure. Get lost. Counter that. Alright, let's mind rot you. Plus, we can ultimate
I'm
Lily
tired of your
here if we
secrets.
want. Opponent scoops. Alright. Controlled them out. That's good. The Jeskai control deck is very good, actually, but we took him down. Sun will be our next opponent. The Brilliant. Well, yeah. Have you ever tried staring at the sun? It's painful. And I like the look of our hands. I like Duress and Opt, a spell we can cast, so we'll keep. Thundering Falls. More Jeskai? Let's swamp. I did this in the wrong order. I should have played this first. Get Lost, Sunfall, Riptide, Gear Hulk. Okay, we'll get rid of Get Lost, I guess. We draw Hostile Investigator. Alright, I'm gonna play my Seer this turn. 3 steps ahead. We are gonna want that. There's a Simulacrum Synthesizer. Well, that's very bad for us. Let's Bandit's Talent. Make you discard. Alright, let's opt. We don't want another 3 steps ahead. Sunfall. Okay, Exercise is very good. We don't have white mana, though. We don't have double blue mana either. Uh-oh. So they're gonna get down this Riptide Gear Hulk. That's fine. That's one that can bounce my Bandit's Talent. It does give them a construct. They did not activate their fountain. They have another fountain port. Alright, well, I don't want to get a fountain port because that gives them mana to cast their Gear Hulk. I think I'll actually just get rid of this Anchorage. Get some white mana online. Gonna make a fish, that's totally fine. Oh, just gonna copy Simulacrum Synthesizer. That's unfortunate that we weren't able to exercise before that occurred. They had a 3 steps ahead, huh? Alright, we also don't draw land, which is pretty bad. Let's level this. Get rid of one of these. The counter. Okay. So they're gonna start getting pinged. Stalk up. Clay-fired bricks. Alright, edict. Ah, man. The lack of lands is really making me sad here. Can we deduce and find one? No. Opponent's good at drawing simulacrum synthesizers. Okay, so we have to wipe or we die. Alright, Darkslick Shores. Let's play a Hostile Investigator. Another counter, okay. Blade Hold War Whip. Ride's End. Well, I guess I have to sweep again or I'm dead. I hate Fountain Port. Why is it so good? I feel like you just put 4 of these in your deck and like you can't lose. This makes me want to start running like Sorcerer's Spyglass in every deck because like every deck is running 4 Fountain Ports. Okay, we find another land. That's good. I think we'll just pass. Downward. They're a 3-color deck. I like maybe they only have 2 Fountain Ports in their list, but like if you just draw these, they're so good. Do we want to counter this Riptide Gearhulk? We probably do. Simulacrum number 3. Wow. Can we find sweeper number 3? Sunfall? No. So we're dead, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, they had 4 Simulacrum Synthesizers by the end, so it's gonna be hard to beat that. We want Elishnorn, we want Tishana's, we want Seeker's Folly, Cease Desist, Exercise. I think Liliana. So Cut Down's not very good. I don't think Anoint with Affliction is very good. I don't like Get Lost. Cut Hostile Investigator. Edict I don't think is very good. Liliana's good because it will take cards out of their hand. Maybe we only need 1. Yeah, we'll cut the Sunfalls. Just 3 sweepers should be fine. We just need to prevent them from getting all those synthesizers. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little better this game. Okay, this hand looks decent. I would love like a Duress. Maybe Opt can find us one. That's an island. Okay, let's Opt. Opponent deciding whether they want to spell pierce my Opt. We'll take a shadowy backstreet. Aklazotz is going to be good, I think. All right. I don't think I tap out. Clay fired bricks is fine. We'll pass. Stock up. I think we'll counter that. Okay, they do have a spell pierce. Meringue River Regents. Okay. Beza. That's fine. It's nothing. Let's draw some cards. What do we just ditch here? Probably Day of Judgments. Let's go for Lily. Make the edict.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Another Beza. Again, does nothing. Oh, he has a treasure. Okay, Cease Desist is good. think I'll just play an Unstoppable Slasher. I don't really want to discard anything in my hand, but I think I should. What, though? Discarding Shieldred seems crazy. Or Aclazotz. Yeah, I'm just gonna not do anything with Lily for now. Simulacrum Synthesizer. We'll counter that. If they counter back, we do have cease desist. Okay. That's fine. Bandit's talents. I don't think I need to cease desist yet, though. Let's just play Bandit's talents. Let's attack with our slasher. They block. Not blocking. Alright, let's play Shieldred. Sunfall, okay. Does tap them out. Let's plus Lily. We'll discard our dragon.
We all have things we'd love.
Go for Aclazotz. Level up Bandit's talent. They do get off a stock up. Get lost on Aclazotz. So they can take out Lily.
Fun when they hit back.
Deduce. Let's deduce. Let's draw islands. Alright. Let's fire up our thing. Restless Reef. Draw another card. Attack. Explore again. Deduce. We don't want deduce. Season of Weaving. Alright. Let's... Bandit's talents? They negate? Okay. I think we'll play Restless Reef and then Cease and Desist. Every blue deck has 4 stock ups and going on 4 Meringue River regions too. It looks like they don't have any. They've got the stock ups. Okay, let's activate our Restless Anchorage. Let's attack. They have a Get Lost. Let's activate our Restless Reef. And explore. Draw land. Explore. Draw more land. Explore. And opt. I think we're looking for more impactful cards than opts. Riptide is a 2/5. Let's kill it. Three steps ahead. Counter draw. Attack with our anchorage. We should have played a surveil land there. They have to block. This double strike and prowess. Fountain Port. Okay, we can get back Aclazotz now. We don't want Spell Pierce. Exercise this equipment. They sack their token to draw a card. That means that I can't get back Aclazotz. Oh yeah, I can. Because I have only one card. Sunfall. Alright, Restless Fortress. Can I draw something good, please? Tishana's, that's a good one. Elishnorn? We'll keep an Elishnorn. Fire up the reef. That's fine. I still kill in 2 attacks. Okay, let's just Shauna's that reef. That anchorage, rather. They still have enough mana to activate the other one. Okay, so we kill their token. Well, I guess we'll attack with Tishana's. Trade for their other Restless Anchorage. Play Elishnorn. They have a counter. Wow. Synthesizer. They gotta be running low on actual artifacts that can proc that, though. That's an enchantment. Alright, well, we are out of gas. We need to find something. We've got a lot of great draws. Duress. Negate flanker. Can only take negate. What do I have left? Down my dragon, down Shieldred, down Aklazots, down all 3 of my creatures land, down Elishnorn. I don't know if I have any cards that can win the game. Cease desist? I don't think that even does it. Elishnorn would have been really good, but they countered it. Okay. The Regent is actually very nice. So we'll bounce that. And that. Taking a treasure. They can give their creatures haste with this thing. So I guess we're dead. Yeah, they just cast this and their creatures have haste. Jeez, wow. Okay. Opponent had it, man. Wow. Close game too there, but they just had it when they needed it. We didn't. Stingix will be our next opponent. And our hand looks fine. We're on the draw. We got removal and a card draw spell. I think we can keep this. Opt. We'll keep an opt. I think we have to, well, we don't have white mana, so we can't. So we'll just do that. Yeah, I'll keep 3 steps ahead on top. If this is just Kaido, then that's a big problem. No Kaido. Okay, good. Alright, let's draw 3 steps ahead. Do I want to stock up here? I kind of do. Exiling this wouldn't be bad also. Got these tap lands. Let's just play one of our tap lands. Three steps ahead. Number 2. See, this is the thing about the Surveil lands. I kind of don't even want to reveal that I have this to my opponent. So I think I'm going to keep it on top. Alright, I think I'm gonna exile this Spyglass Siren. The risk of Jace or Kaido is just way too high. I don't like what they're showing. Alright, I'm gonna play a tap land. Oh, I can't hold up 3 steps ahead. I'll go for stock up. Let's get Binding Negotiation and Aclazots. That seems good. Enduring Curiosity. Okay. They are an Enduring Curiosity deck. So I did take out all of my VNs. I don't have any in the 75 anymore because that is firmly pointed at this card, which I still believe is very broken, but it's just overshadowed these days. Takes Aclazotz. We get to draw a card, so now they really run away with it if I don't draw a sweeper here. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Binding Negotiation. Another Curiosity, plus a Flood Pit's Drowner. I guess we'll just pass. Attack for 5, draw 2 cards. See, why couldn't this be... Why is it every creature draws you a card? Uh-huh. Alright, we need to dig deep for that sweeper here. And if they counter it, we probably just scoop. We'll discard 3 steps ahead, I guess. Can I get a sweeper, please? No, that's not a sweeper. Nor is that. I don't know. Play Lily. Kill one of your creatures.
I win. You're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
They still
Off
get to
you
draw
go.
3 cards. Or 4, maybe. 3? We might just die here. We're quickly dying. I don't know why they're even bothering to attack Liliana. They're drawing 3 cards. This is taking a card away from them. They could just send the bat. Okay.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Of course, as soon as I take the end out of my 75, I start running into Enduring Curiosity. Anoint with Affliction, that doesn't really do anything. Discarding to hand size. Clue. Oh, we're actually just dead. Even if we find a Sunfall, they have this Restless Reef, so... We didn't find anything anyway, so... GG's. So... Exercise... Sunfall... Tishana's Tidebinder... Shieldred... Lily and Anoint are good. So is Seeker's Folly. Alright, we're not going to bring in Anoint number 2. Probably cut Bandit's Talents. I don't think Edict is really that good. Like, all their best cards are creatures, and you can't counter a ninjutsu Kaido anyway, so I just don't think Spell Pierce is good. Slasher doesn't block any of their stuff. Run 61. Probably better to cut like an opt than run 61, actually. Ride's End, Seeker's Folly, Get Lost. Ride's End is good against them. Get Lost. I don't know. We don't have like hand disruption, which is really what we want. I don't think I can mulligan this, though. Shieldred. Seeker's Folly could be good. I'm gonna pass. Blood Pit's Drowner. Let's go ahead and kill that. They missed their land drop. Alright, let's make you discard 2 cards. They counter. Okay. Duress. Takes my second Seeker's Folly. There's a Siren. Alright, I'm gonna play Shieldred. I get a land off my Get Lost. I guess the Siren, you know, generates its own map token. Stock up. Let's attack. Blood Pit's Drowner, okay. Let's stock up. I think I want another Shieldred. Plus a land. Okay, gonna shuffle Shieldred back in. Well, good thing I've got a backup. There's the Enduring Curiosity. Duress. Can take my Ride's End, which does suck. But I mean, with Shieldred, drawing cards is gonna be painful for them. Okay, 3 steps ahead is great. Yeah, actually, I think I'll just play my dragon and bounce both their things. Probably win the game. Let's get our planes. Just play this dragon. Bounce your stuff. Good game, opponent says. Good game. Nah, I think we're good. Let's just do that again. Yeah, this hand looks okay. I like all these cards. We'll need some lands. Duress, that's a good one. Opponent has a Duress. Takes Lily. Another Spyglass. Alright, Duress. Shieldred Preacher Edicts. Well, that's very bad. They leave Fairy Mastermind on top. Anoint with Affliction. We could go for Duress here. Yeah, we missed our land drop, which sucks. We'll just pass. I'm just gonna take this. Alright. Let's kill one of these Spyglass Sirens. We miss our land. Okay, that really sucks. Fairy Mastermind. Preacher. Okay, we do draw a land. We'll leave that land on top. Okay, we gotta kill this preacher. Get lost. May get us a loss. Cavern Bat. Please take Day of Judgments. They took our dragon. Man, I hate Get Lost so much. I think we just lose. Because they have Phantom Interference now. I mean, my hope is to draw 2 cards. Like a Plains and a Duress. I guess being able to kill the bat would let me get my dragon back, but we don't get it. Let's see. Anything we can deduce for? No, we just draw land anyway. Okay. Well, I mean, that shouldn't be happening. We've got all of our improved array of card draw. Matomies will be our final opponent of the evening. We're on the play with a very good looking hand, so we'll keep. Alright, I think I would like to duress turn 1. Double Shieldred, nowhere to run. Alright, we can play a tap land here. Spell Pierce. It probably will be good against them. Intimidation tactics. Exile Slashy. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, let's... Unholy Annex. Let's take Shieldred. Cavern Bat. Yeah, that's a good one. Takes my Spell Pierce. Alright, let's deduce. We do find a land. Shieldred. Verge is great. Take some things. But we do get to sweep up their board. They have this Unholy Annex. So they're just making a demon. Okay. Let's draw a card. We find our exercise or get lost. There we go. Exercise this enchantment. The Speed Demon. At the end of your end step, draw X cards and lose X life, where X is your speed. Alright, yet another deck that draws a billion cards. Let's get this, I guess. They're both flyers. I mean, I guess I'll activate my token, because why not? Draw land. You don't need 3 steps ahead. Deep Cavern Bat. I think we'll counter draw. Hmm. Probably discard Spell Pierce because they know about it. So we're really looking for a sweeper here. Actually, we're just dead. Okay. Big giant flyers. Okay, so we want Tidebinder, Exercise, Sunfall, Anoint with Affliction, Shelly for sure, Lily. Did I bring in Seeker's Folly number 2? Let's bring it in. Bandit's Talent, Hostile Investigator. We won't bring in the second Lily. Or the second Seeker's Folly. We cut Slashy because of the Sunfalls. Probably. Alright, again, we're running out the clock here, so... Run 61. This hand looks okay. Boy, I really wish I had like a duress, but we don't, so we'll keep it though. We also don't really have any good like sideboard cards against them in our opener. We'll bin that. Shieldred. Restless Reef. I guess we'll keep that. Liliana? That's okay.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. Drop it.
Sure, we'll discard this reef. That's fine. Alright, they discarded Go for the Throat. We'll Edict them. Play Shieldred? Okay, that guy. Flying Death Tuck Lifelink. That guy's good. We're gonna pass. We'd like to ride in that thing if possible. We'd also like to keep Shieldred alive. Duress. I guess we're just countering. Okay, Aklazotz is good. That Unholy Annex is really annoying. Start gaining them life. I think I would like to stock up and find an untapped white land, please. There's not an untapped white land. Steps ahead or opt. Or possibly Day of Judgment. I think maybe Day of Judgment is what we want. Restless Fortress. Let's bin that. I just want like an exercise, please. Okay. What do I do here? I think I'll mind rot you. No attack. Alright, they're just gonna fire up a land. Okay. Let's ride it, rides in that demon. Okay, I think we're gonna Day of Judgment here. I probably should not have attacked. I should have just played Day of Judgment. That was silly. That just gave them 3 life that they shouldn't have. They draw Shieldred. They give haste. Meringue River Regent. Yeah, that's good. Okay, they give flying and lifelink to their Shieldred. Hopefully they'll just hold it back to block. No, they're attacking. Alright, we are dying to Shieldred. Let's play this River Regent. We'll just bounce the Shieldred. We get to gain 4 life, and we get a bat. More unholy annexes. Man, our opponents have been masters of top decking tonight. They to drain us. Okay, let's exercise this demon. Attack for a bunch. We get another bat. Let's get rid of their demon guy, demon land, which I should have done a long time ago. Okay, they scoop. And I think we're just running it back, right? Annoyance Affliction is good against, because they have that Night Veil, whatever, that vampire guy. I'm gonna get rid of Cut Down. I actually think I want my Shieldreds, or my Lilies rather. I'm gonna cut this, cut a 3 steps ahead, and I don't know, an Opt. We can get away with cutting 1 Opt now and then. It's a 1-lander. I do like double duress, but I don't think I can keep that. Unfortunately, those are all good cards. Alright, I guess I'm keeping this and bottoming. Planes? Yep, that's pretty bad. Now we're really not doing much. And I would love to play that as my land. Just play a swamp. The Amonkhet Raceway. Okay, island go. Creature. Alright, well, I think we're gonna play this, because otherwise it'll come into play tap. And we are gonna edict you.
And you think you can? One of your friends has to leave.
They have an edict of their own. Okay, we draw Sunfall. Let's stock up. Shieldred plus Tidebinder. Oh man, these cards are all so good. Tidebinder we want. I think we do want Shieldred plus Tidebinder. Ritual Chamber, okay. Oh man, I screwed myself. What I needed to do was play a plane so I could kill this. Now, if they activate the Unholy Annex, I Tidebind it, but then my Tidebinder dies to my sweeper? I don't know. I probably should have just gotten the planes and then swept and killed that demon. I don't necessarily need to Tide Bind now. I take a boatload of damage. This is tough. Do I Tide Bind this or do I let it go? I think I have to let it go, because these sweepers are my only way of dealing with creatures right now. Okay, let's go ahead and just Sunfall. Or Day of Judgments. I should have Sunfalled there. Archfiend, sure. Drains us. Really should have Sunfalled there. Because then if I drew a land, I'd have enough mana to Day of Judgment plus Tide Binder. But instead, I screwed myself. Demolition Field is good. Yeah, being able to do this and hold up Tidebinder would be fantastic. But instead, I cannot do that. Another Archfiend. Or hold up a counterspell for that Archfiend. Creature. Our opponent had like a very, very good hand too. I mean, they have that going for them. Okay. I guess we'll duress. Go for the throat. I just die. I die to Shieldred, to the Archfiend. Yeah, I can't really do anything. I can play Shieldred. Then they attack for 6. And the trigger happens and I die. So yeah, I think my missequencing really cost me there. Yeah, there's no way I survive. I play Shieldred. They just attack for 6. This triggers and they drain me for 2. So that's game. Man. Well, Unholy Annex is still a very good card, which has been not played much because of all the stuff that's like way more busted. It's still busted. All right, so another unimpressive showing from Esper Banditry Control. We went 1 in 3. There was another match where opponents scooped early. I don't think I'm going to even include that. And still too much clunkiness. You know, it just might be too much to try to play 3 colors in a deck like this. Maybe the deck would be better just as Dimir. It sucks because you do lose out on some good cards, and like Dimir has basically no way of dealing with enchantments. Particularly, you lose out on Cease Desist. I guess you can cease, but you can't desist. But yeah, I feel like I want more discard. Like, I think maybe the next version of this is going to lose Bandit's talent. It'll be Banditless Control. But I just want more discard, you know? Like, just take away those broken cards before our opponent, like, does anything. Traditionally, if you talk about a controlling deck, traditionally, like, I don't know, like Jund back in the day, they would run 4 Thoughtseize and like 2 Inquisition of Kozilek. So it's pretty stock for a deck like that. If you want to Thoughtseize someone early, to run 6 copies. Right now we're only at 5, and the rest of our discard is like not targeted. You know, we don't get to choose the card. So I think step number 1 is to improving this deck would be to add number 6. I think that would make it better. And I think 25 is still the right number of lands. I think maybe just moving towards more dragons, because these dragons are so good. Just like add an additional, just use these as win cons. Maybe even cut out, you know, cut some of the cheaper stuff, add another one of these. Then you're increasing your curve. I don't know. I'm just like, it's just not working. This deck is just not working. It's not competing. with what's going on in the metagame. So it's going to need some serious readjustments, or maybe just a complete reimagining. Because yeah, we've won 2 out of the last 10 games that we played in the pet deck shows, so something's not working, that's for sure. I think starting with the 6 main board Thoughtseize effects would be a help. As far as other stuff, I'm not really sure. Like, even with the additional ops, we still didn't seem to find the cards we wanted on time. I think we're just trying to do too much. That's like the thing with this strategy, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much more to say about it that I haven't said already. Adding the 6 discard spell, I think we want the end. We definitely want the end in the 75, so cutting something for 1 copy of the end. And the meta is, I think... Oh, another thing I wanted to say is I think temporary lockdown is the way to go. Because of the popularity of Corey Steelcutter, I don't think Authority of the Consoles is good anymore, and you can't play the 2 together. So I think you need Authority, you need temporary lockdown, and you need more cut downs. 1, cut downs go for the throats. 1 and 2 mana creature removal to tide you over and keep you alive until you can just lock down all the Corey Steelcutters and tokens. And it's very good against like the Pixie deck too. So I think it's time. One major thing definitely about this deck, if it continues to play white, is that it's time to transition to temporary lockdown instead of Authority of the Consoles. Well, those are my thoughts for right now anyway. Yeah, too bad. I mean, this is my pet deck, but it's not doing its thing right now. I feel like it can get back to a better place, but it's going to take some more trial and error, and we'll see if this ends up becoming just a Dimir deck, or maybe if we just cut out, you know, the double white spells, just make white more of a splash, so that we're not struggling to gain double white, double blue, and double black, which we do have cards that have all those casting costs in our list, which is a lot to ask for the very bad mana of standard currently. So I think that's probably the way to go, is like just make the white a splash, get rid of the white sweepers, play like Deadly Cover-Up. Deadly Cover-Up's just a very good spell anyway. Deadly Cover-Ups and more black dragons as sweepers, and just have like a couple of white cards in the sideboard. But then again, a temporary lockdown is a double white spell too. So I don't know. We're almost at all the way back to the drawing board stage of this deck. But anyway, I've talked about it enough. I played this deck enough recently. I have an idea for what I want to play in my pet deck series next week. So I'm going to set aside Esper Banditry Control for now. But you will certainly be seeing some iteration of it in the future. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I stream MTG on my Twitch channel every Tuesday and Friday. There is a link to my Twitch channel in the description as well. Hope you'll stop by and check out the action. Anyway, have a great rest of your week and a good night, and I'll see you next time.